I decided to build this model of the wrist to try and understand how it works. It consists of a hand made of a block of wood to hold the club, a wrist hinge which is just an ordinary hinge, and forearm rotation using plastic pipes and some ball bearings to provide a rotational cylindrical joint. And when you put that whole model together and let it swing, it looks as if it's executing a double pendulum. But is it? When you look at it a bit more closely, what you'll see is that in fact the majority of the rotation of the double pendulum is coming from the forearm rotation angle, not from the wrist. And that's somewhat counterintuitive. We tend to think that it's to do with the wrist, but in fact this model shows that most of the double pendulum action is coming from the forearm rotation. And it's this rotation that in fact is causing the face to open and shut. And if we look down the line at that rotation, we can see that rotation will only occur if this angle between the arm and the club exists. If that angle gets smaller and smaller, what we get is closer and closer to the singularity of the wrist, and in fact the double pendulum will stop. Watching this model gave me an understanding of how the wrist works, and in fact the importance of the wrist rotation rather than the unhinging of the wrist.